Okay, so we got a birch today, planted about 35-ish years ago. It has to go because it has started to rot. You can see just right in there. And we don't want that hitting the barn, which we are working on right now. We don't want it to hit this building either. It has new roof and all of that. We're also trying out the MSA300C. I've been trying this a little bit recently. Don't want to be that guy, but you know, I'm not really liking it that much. It's not my style. I think it's immensely heavy, and we have this problem, this guy. So not only you have people who don't like these, so tape them, but now you also have to deal with this thing. Thing is though that I noticed, if you let go of this, it starts turning off. And just that little second was enough. But if you keep holding it, you're good. Yeah, it's like a second or something. And that gets really annoying when you're just repositioning and stuff like that. I usually run it on the middle because it seems to be just as good as the full power mode, just that it uses less battery for some reason, so it's less aggressive, but it cuts just as well. I don't know, I guess if you use all of the bar, you use that. But yeah, it's a really cool chainsaw. I love the concept, the screen that tells you that you need to fill your bar oil and all of that. But you know, it's just too much safety on it. If you're one of those super safety guys that it's all about safety first and all of that, then sure, this is a really good chainsaw for you. But you know, you can't just all the time keep pressing that and going back and forth and, you know, trying to press the mode button, which is right there, back and forth, and just get all wiggly tiggly when you can just, we have all of these three in the throttle in a petrol chainsaw, you know, you can just decide yourself. I find it kind of clumsy for my taste. But it's a really cool chainsaw though. You gotta admit, it looks pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually a bit nervous about this because it's a really tight fit. Usually I would probably climb it, but I don't think it's necessary. We got a sharp chainsaw, but you know, we don't have a sharp chainsaw. You know, it cuts, but it's not super sharp really. It does not cut really well. It does not cut well at all. What a horrible cut. Where we aimed up. That's not good at all. That's not where I want to be. Well, it's not hollow. There we go. Oh, that's cutting awful. It's the rakers, I think. Way too high rakers on it. Just in case, you never know. Actually, you know what? Oh, we had a lot of holding wood. So yeah, so it's not cutting well, but it's because of the rakers. We don't really have a great angle on the cutters either. Yeah, so she was actually holding pretty good still, but she was beginning. Look. Yeah, so she was actually holding pretty good still, but she was beginning. Look at that. Yeah. Also, she's really weak here as well. This is just weak. Yeah. Better do it before it's too late, anyways.
cuts really smooth, I'll give it that. It's just something about the feeling about the saw. I feel like I would run a 261 on this so much better. And if it weren't for the chain, of course, it would be a more fair challenge. I'm probably going to run it against a 261 one day. Just to, you know, a complete day, both of them. Seeing which one is the most ideal. An oil tank, the way that I have it right now, I think is 1.5 battery, about. Because, can you adjust it? I'm actually not sure. Yeah, you can. You can adjust it. Cool saw, really smooth. Yeah, something about it that just doesn't kind of, yeah. Can't explain it. It's heavy and it's too much safety on it. People say that it will cut through your chaps, which is not ideal, obviously. I feel like in the future this might be, if a few models out, maybe that'll be a ripper. But I honestly, like, my actual point of view is that chainsaws will never be, like, petrol chainsaws will never be, like, changed with anything else. I don't think anything works better than gas, petrol, whatever you call it, benzene. Yeah.
you so much for watching that episode. I thought it was kind of fun to make because, you know, we were testing on something new. In this case, it's the 300 MSA, which I always wanted to try since the day I first saw it out on the market. It's insane to me how light it is at the moment, but once you add that big battery, which is the AP500S it's called, I don't know if they make bigger batteries. I really haven't looked that much into it. This is my grandfather's chainsaw. He bought it, yeah, I don't know, he first bought the smaller electric saw. Is that the 120 MSA? I'm not actually sure. I don't know the electric chainsaws that well, but this one I just wanted to try. And he seems to like them, but we both agree that it is super heavy. If I don't remember wrong, it came out at 7.5 kilograms, which, you know, isn't all that bad, but I never had a 261, so I don't know out of the top of my head how much that weighs. But I think I weighed my 362 at 8.3 or 8 point something. Might have been 8.8. But, you know, that's not the biggest difference. And this one isn't, like, you know, you got the West Coast saw muffler on there, you got it ported, you know, you get more power out of it. You don't change the weight too much. If anything, it probably gets lighter. Now I weighed this one with the light 04 bar, and that's a 16-inch, I believe. It is, and it has the 325, and the 362 has a 20-inch steel light bar with a 3/8 chain on it, and, you know, it's just I didn't actually fix up the chain, but, you know, I know that thing goes really good. But and these aren't really comparable, but when you look at the weight, you know, you just, it's not that much more weight. It's not even a kilogram difference, I think. I'm not actually sure about that. Now I'm going to edit that in. But even if it was a kilogram, you know, you want that to be at least 1.5 kilograms lighter for it to weigh up for the power to weight ratio, at least in my mind. And, you know, I was talking about having a lighter chainsaw to limb the spruce trees in the forest because this one is really chunky, and yeah, it does get kind of heavy to work with. And so I was thinking about using the 300 MSA, but, you know, it's just too heavy, even when you rest it on the log. So for whenever the Husqvarna is fixed, I'm probably going to use that. For those of you who are paying attention to the restoration videos. Hey. Yeah, I really like it. You know, it's cool, and it has some cool features. It really do, and it feels so smooth. But, you know, it just doesn't live up to the expectations, to be honest. Even with a fresh, or not, like, even with a good file chain, it just didn't really. It didn't really give the good feeling that it, you know, that you kind of expected it to give. But yeah, you just gotta try it for yourself. For me, it's not. I'm probably not going to try the next electric chainsaw unless somebody actually gave it to me. I'd probably wait a few years until, you know, a few models out. I think that electric chainsaws will not replace gas chainsaws, at least not the next 10 years. The gas chainsaws just have gotten way past the electric science or whatever, you know. You got magnesium chainsaws and all of that, you know, they weigh basically nothing. Even STIHL actually tried to make a carbon fiber chainsaw. Now, I don't know anything about that, really. I just seen it, and, you know, you just start thinking about how many things you can do to a gas chainsaw to make it light and powerful, you know. Even now when we got so many great porters out there. And yeah, that's just what I want to say about that. Yeah, thanks for watching.